Be me, 22, fresh out of college, degree in hand, optimism levels dangerously high, land a job at a mid-sized logistics firm in the city, standard cubicle farm, fluorescent lights. The smell of stale coffee permanently in the air, it's not glamorous. But it pays the rent. Introduce myself to the team, meet her, let's call her Sarah. Sarah is 26, at the time, absolute dynamo, sharp suit. Heels that click with authority, hair done up perfectly, she's the team lead for the sales division, attractive. Confident, loud in that I own the room kind of way. She takes me under her wing, shows me the ropes first Friday. The team goes out for drinks, standard corporate bonding. Sarah is holding court at the bar, she's telling stories about turning down guys, focusing on her career. I'm married to the grind, she says. Laughing, everyone laughs with her, she buys a round of shots. I don't need a man to buy me drinks or open doors. I bought my own apartment last year. That's freedom. The other women in the group nod enthusiastically. The guys just sip their beers and smile politely. I'm young. Impressionable, think she's the coolest person I've ever met. She seems to have it all figured out. Fast forward 2 years, be me, 24, settled into the job. Grind is becoming routine. Sarah is now 28. She's climbing the ladder fast. VP of sales is eyeing retirement. And she wants that chair. We're at a lunch break. Just the two of us, asking her about her weekend. She rolls her eyes. Went on a date with this guy Dave. Accountant, nice enough, but he asked if I wanted to split the bill. She scoffs, I paid the whole thing and left. I don't need someone counting pennies. I need an equal, or I'd rather be alone. I ask if she's lonely. She looks at me like I grew a second head. Anon, look at my life. I travel twice a year. I have a closet full of designer clothes. I have my girls. Why would I want to trade that for dirty socks and compromising on what movie to watch? Fair point. I think she's doubling down on the independent queen brand. Her social media is a shrine to this lifestyle. Number boss babe, number no settling, number single life. Photos of brunches, solo trips to Bali. Wine nights with the girls, she's winning. Objectively, fast forward 3 years, be me. 27, I meet a girl. Let's call her Emily. Emily is a teacher, kind, soft-spoken. Wants a family. We start dating seriously. Bring Emily to the office Christmas party. Sarah is there. Now 31, still looks great. But the makeup is a little heavier. She's holding a glass of red wine. Leaning against the photocopier, introduce Emily to Sarah. Sarah gives her the up-down look. Teacher, huh? That's sweet, must be nice having summers off. Subtle condescension. Emily is polite, doesn't take the bait. Later that night, Sarah corners me. She's nice, anon, a bit. Traditional, don't you want someone with a bit more? Fire, I tell her I love Emily. We're happy. Sarah laughs, pats my shoulder. Just don't get tied down too young. You're in your prime. Men age like wine, remember, funny. She usually says men are trash. Notice Sarah is drinking a lot more than usual that night. She's the last one on the dance floor dancing with the 22-year-old interns trying to keep the energy up. But I see her rubbing her temples when the music stops. She goes home alone in an Uber. Fast forward 2 years, be me. 29, I propose to Emily. She says yes. Office is buzzing with the news. Sarah is 33. She got the promotion. She's VP now. Corner office, view of the skyline. Salary is huge. She congratulates me, but her smile doesn't reach her eyes. Another one bites the dust. She jokes, invites me into her office for a performance review, which is actually just a vent session. She closes the door. Anon, honestly, are you sure? Marriage is a legal trap. I'm sure, Sarah, I want a family. She leans back in her expensive ergonomic chair, looks out the window. My friends are all getting boring. Jessica just had her second kid. She can't talk about anything but diapers. It's a nightmare. Who are you hanging out with then? I ask. Oh, I have a new group, younger girls from the marketing department. We went clubbing last week. I do the math, she's 33 hanging out with 23-year-olds, tells me about a guy she's seeing. He's a fitness instructor. 25, incredible body. Not much upstairs, but hey, I don't need him for conversation. She laughs, but it sounds forced. He's fun for now. I'll kick him to the curb when I get bored. The narrative has shifted from I need an equal to I'm just having fun, but I notice she has a calendar on her desk, marked with dates for egg freezing consultation. She sees me looking and flips the page quickly. Just insurance, anon. Smart business move. Fast forward 2 years, be me, 31, married man, first kid on the way, tired all the time. But happy. Sarah is 35, the fitness instructor is long gone, so are the 23-year-old friends. They got boyfriends or got tired of the club. Sarah is starting to gain a reputation in the office, strict, short-tempered. Impossible to please, the interns are terrified of her. We grab lunch again. For old time's sake, she looks. Tired, the makeup is thick, hiding dark circles. She orders a salad, picks at it. There are literally no good men left in this city, Anon. It's a wasteland. Here we go, I went on Tinder. It's either hookups or single dads looking for a nanny. I'm a VP, I make six figures. Why should I settle for a guy who makes half what I do? Maybe money isn't the most important thing. I suggest gently. She snaps, easy for you to say. You found a nice little wife who looks up to you. Men are intimidated by me. That's the problem. They can't handle a strong woman. She lists her criteria for a partner. Must be 6 FT plus, make 200,000 plus, fit, travel, no kids from previous relationships, must love dogs. I tell her that's like 0.01% of the population. I know my worth, she says, but her hand shakes a little when she lifts her water glass. She bought a dog, a golden retriever named Baxter. Baxter is the only man I need. She posts on Facebook, 50 likes. Mostly from her mom and aunts. Fast forward 3 years, be me, 34 second kid just born. Life is chaotic, messy. Loud, wouldn't trade it for the world. Sarah is 38, she's still VP. But the sparkle is gone. She missed out on the SVP promotion. Gave it to a guy named Mark who has a family and stability. Sarah filed an HR complaint about it. Nothing came of it. She's bitter. We're at a company retreat late night. Bonfire, most people have gone to bed. It's just me, Sarah, and a bottle of whiskey. The facade cracks. I hate my house, Anon. What? You love that place. You spent a fortune renovating the kitchen. It's too big. It's 25 square feet of silence. I go home, I feed Baxter, I watch Netflix, I go to sleep. I wake up, I do it again. What about your friends? Jessica moved to the suburbs. Karen got married last month. The younger girls, they think I'm the creepy old lady trying to be cool. She takes a swig of whiskey. I spent my 20s building this empire. I told everyone I didn't need anyone. I believed it. And now I have a closet full of Laubautins and no one to go to dinner with. I have a 401,000 that's bursting, but who am I leaving it to? The dog shelter. You can still meet someone, Sarah, 38 isn't dead. It's different, Anon. The guys my age, they want women your wife's age. They want the family. I missed the window. I priced myself out of the market. She starts crying, actual ugly crying. I wanted to be the CEO. I wanted to be the boss, bitch. I won. I beat the game. But nobody told me the winner's circle is empty. I don't know what to say. I just pat her back. She sobers up the next morning. Puts the mask back on, acts like the conversation never happened. Fast forward 2 years, the reality hit. Be me. 36 Sarah is 40, big milestone birthday. She planned a huge trip to Italy, solo trip. Eat, pray, love style. Expected a flood of photos. Week goes by. Radio silence. Get a call on a Tuesday morning from an unknown number. It's Sarah's sister. Anon, Sarah listed you as an emergency contact at work. She's in the hospital. Heart drops. Rush to the hospital. Find her in a room, leg in a cast, arm in a sling. She looks small. Without the heels and the suit, she looks frail. What happened? She won't look at me. I didn't go to Italy. What? I canceled it. I didn't want to eat pasta alone in a restaurant surrounded by couples again. I stayed home. I decided to clean the gutters. I'm independent, right? I can fix my own house. She fell off the ladder, shattered her ankle, broke her arm. Here is the kicker. She lay in her backyard for 6 hours. 6 hours. Phone was inside. She screamed for help, but her neighbors are far away. Big houses, big lots. Finally, the mailman heard her crying. 6 hours, Anon. I lay in the dirt looking at the sky, and I realized something. She starts tearing up. If I died there, Baxter would have run out of food in 3 days. Nobody would have missed me at work until Monday. My family lives 3 states away. I realized that I don't need a man works great until you need someone to hold the ladder. It's a brutal metaphor. I sit with her for a few hours, help her drink water because she can't lift the cup. She asks about my kids, asks to see photos. Usually she feigns interest. This time she stares at them. Your daughter looks like you, she whispers. Yeah, she has my nose. You're lucky, Anon. You're so lucky. The aftermath. Sarah is out of work for 3 months, needs physical therapy, can't drive, needs help with groceries, cleaning, walking the dog. The sisterhood she always bragged about. They're busy. Kids, husbands, jobs. They visit once, bring a casserole and leave. Who steps up? Me, and surprisingly my wife Emily. Emily goes over twice a week to help her clean. Sarah is humiliated at first, letting the traditional woman she looked down on wash her dishes. Eventually, the walls come down completely. One evening, I go to pick up Emily. Sarah is on the couch, cast on her leg, drinking tea, not wine. Thank you, she says. To both of you, it's what friends do, Emily says. Sarah looks at Emily. I used to make fun of you. In my head, I thought you were weak for submitting to a domestic life. Emily smiles, kind as always. I know. I didn't mind. I was wrong, Sarah says, voice cracking. You were building a foundation, I was building a facade. I have a title, you have a home, there's a difference. Fast forward to present day, be me, 38 Sarah is 42, she came back to work, but she's different quiet. Softer, she stepped down from the VP role, took a senior consultant role instead, less money, less stress, no direct reports, she sold the big house. It was a mausoleum, she told me, moved into a nice, two-bedroom condo in a building with a doorman and neighbors. She started volunteering at the hospital on weekends, reading to kids. She met a guy, not a CEO. Not a fitness model. His name is Bob, he's 52. He's a divorced high school principal. Balding, wears sweater vests. Old Sarah would have roasted him alive. New Sarah brings him to the office Christmas party. He holds her hand. He gets her drinks, he helps her with her coat. She looks at him not with passion but with gratitude. We're standing by the bar. He's a good guy, Sarah. I say he is. She nods. He's kind, he listens. He likes Baxter. Are you happy? She thinks for a long time, looks at the young 20-something girls dancing on the floor, doing shots, screaming about how they run the world. I'm content, anon. I found peace, but, I sense the but I know what I missed. I look at Bob and I like him, but I know that if I hadn't been so arrogant 15 years ago, if I hadn't chased the perfect phantom, I could have had the love story, the growing old together, the kids. I have Bob and I'm grateful, but I'm skipping to the end of the movie without seeing the middle. She takes a sip of her drink. Tell your daughter something for me when she grows up. What's that? Tell her a career will never wake up at 3 a.m. to check if she has a fever. A degree won't hold her hand when she gets bad news. Independence is good, but interdependence. That's survival. Bob comes over, asks if she's ready to go. My back is acting up. He jokes, she smiles, links her arm in his. Yeah. Let's go home. Watch them walk out. She limps slightly from the old ankle injury. He walks slow to match her pace. It's not a fairy tale ending. She didn't get the Prince Charming or the corner office CEO title. She got reality. She survived her own ego. Reality hit hard. Broke her bones. And humbled her spirit, but at least she's not alone in the condo tonight. Drive home to my wife and kids, hug them a little tighter. Realize that the boring life I chose is actually the greatest adventure of all. MFW, I realize the trap isn't marriage. The trap is thinking you can outrun human nature. And